Good morning, everybody. We are live. Yeah, this is live from the bench. In the rain, no less, as well, actually. You can see the fireplace, the bench down there. Okay, we're by the sea. The sea's just behind that bunch of stones there. We've got a little bit of thing coming on, but if I turn this one around this way, we might get a bit of better light. Slightly better light, I don't know. Right, anyway, here we go. Just a quick talk about, I saw a video yesterday. It pissed me off a bit, to be quite honest. This chap actually screaming at another chap. One other chap said, well, what about my culture? And this guy was a white guy. And this other guy was another white guy who was sort of like fat and ginger and really scruffy and horrible. And he was screaming at him saying, white people don't have any culture. You're white. You don't have culture, you fucking moron, and blah, 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 and all this like that. And it made me think, I thought, well, white culture. Well, I mean, where do you start for white culture? I mean, I personally think we're probably the extreme of culture in white people. I think we're responsible for quite a shitload of culture. I mean, musically, from Bach, Mozart, Haydn, not my favourite Haydn, to be quite honest, Beethoven, all right, even Wagner, right, you know, all the way up to Britain and people like that. That's an absolute thing. Paintings. Oh, no culture of paintings. I mean, let's say the Renaissance, the Dutch masters, Goya, right the way up to Lucian Freud. Even, I mean, he's, you know, brilliant. I mean, it's marvelous stuff, and all the theatre, Shakespeare, all the writing, everything like that. Yes, we have culture. We have culture in spades. And this chap seemed to be more upset about other people appropriating other people's cultures and things like that, and how insulting it was. Well, it reminded me of a story, actually. It's not really a story. It's a thing that happened to me, like him. Yeah, if you heard of WOMAD, World of Arts and Music, it's where people get together and appropriate each other's music and everything, like arts and things like that. And I was with this chap, African chap, who had this gourd with this one string on it, like thing, and you played it like a violin. It only had one string on it, like, and it sounded like a sort of like a violin sort of sound, because he had a bow and everything like that, and he was playing it. Only had one string. And, you know, my first thoughts looking at that, thinking, I said, God, well, that's quite a basic limited instrument, like, you know. And we were jamming away. I mean, I was playing guitar, and we were sort of like just making up riffs and singing songs and just having a really, really good laugh, like, you know. And he was doing some really, really clever stuff with this thing. And I said, wow, that's really, really quite, you know, that's really quite amazing what you're getting out of that one string. And he looked at me and he grinned. And then he went into Bach. He started picking a Bach prelude. And fuck me, my jaw, excuse my language, but my jaw just hit the floor. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. I just wanted to be, at the time, I was just sort of like totally and utterly flabbergasted. And I thought, you know, and I'm thinking like, you know, this is great. So this is one culture, you know, appropriating another culture, like, you know, and doing it incredibly well. And I was very, 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 very chuffed that people feel they're free to do that. And if anybody wants to appropriate anybody's culture, I think that's fine, because I think it's a compliment. Yeah, when people don't dress oriental in an oriental fashion or anything like that because they think it makes them look stupid, they do it because they think it makes them look cool. Yeah. So yes, the West has culture. White man has culture. White woman have culture. We all have culture. Okay. So that idiot that was screaming that white people do not have culture, I feel so sorry for you. Your life must be so hollow.